Hi guys, it's Carolyn with Crafting with Wine, and I am going to do another 12 by 12 scrapbook layout, all made with my Cricut Maker. And I am going, and it's a 2-page, and I've got this dark green 12 by 12 cardstock and this red polka dot that is actually textured that I got cut at 11.5 by 11.5, and I'm sorry, I'm having hiccups. And then I have this gray strip border here that's just a plain old rectangle that I've cut at 11.5 by 3 inches. And then my cut files come from Marjorie Ann Designs. In case you don't know, or in case you haven't heard from me, I love Marjorie Ann Designs cut files. They are amazing, and I would just feel over the moon fantastic about them if the cut files actually came put together instead of me having to put them together. And what I mean by that is when I import them into Cricut Design Space, they come together in a million pieces instead as one that cuts for a million pieces. I don't mind the million cuts. That's not an issue for me. It's just they're never put together and I have to put them together, so that takes me forever to do because I get so frustrated with it. So that's my little rant with that. So I've got a couple of photo mats here that I'm going to put together, and I have the black piece that's cut at 4.5 by 4.5, and then this cream colored piece or vanilla piece that's cut at 4.25 by 4.25, and I have 2 of those. And both pieces of cardstock from my photo mats are 120 pounds a piece. So I'm going to put quite a bit of adhesive on it to make sure that they stick down to my page. Even though they're going to go in an album, I still want them to adhere very well. And I'm going to put those at the bottom of my page. And I love this cardstock, and it cuts like butter on my machine. I tell it to cut at the 80-pound weight, and then I tell the pressure to go to more pressure instead of normal pressure. I'm just trying to get that all lined up. So there we go with those. And then I have my title, Black Friday Shopping, and this is a Christmas layout. It's Christmas in July, right? And Black Friday Shopping came as one image on this cut file, and I'll link the cut file in the description box below in case that you want it. And then I welded my clock to it that says time to shop. I welded it all together into my title, and then I've got my clock popped up on a dimension of foam tape. And you can see that now that I'm going to turn it over, but I'm going to lay the rest of it down flat. And this is all paper pieced together except for the face of my clock, and then I did do that as print and cut. Just the face of my clock. And I'm going to put it right along the top of my layout. Right there. And then I have 2 more print and cut images from the same file because I pieced it all together and then I did print and cut. So, and they're both going to go on this this side of my layout. One is the super cute little shopping cart with the little Christmas dress, and I did use Wink and Stella, and you probably can't see it on camera on the buckle of the dress and the white parts of the dress, and I also did it to the candy cane that is in the cart. So it's a super cute little file, and I don't know why that piece is sticking out. I don't want that to be sticking out, so I'm going to cut it off. And I don't know why I just now noticed that, but I did. At least I noticed it before I put it down, you know. So what I'm going to do is just glue this down flat with my ATG gun. And I'm very sorry for the squeakiness of my gun, but it's very squeaky. Okay. And I'm going to put it right on top of my photo mat here. And then my next little image is my little guy holding his little Apple laptop, and the Apple emblem on the laptop I did do with Wink and Stella, and then the white trim and ball of his Santa cap I did with all Wink and Stella, and he is also print and cut. And this layout goes perfectly with a picture that I took last year because I bought, I should have made the little guy holding that laptop a lady, because last year for Christmas we got, my husband and I bought our daughter a new Apple laptop, and we bought our son-in-law a new TV for Christmas. And those were their big gifts, and they got little gifts after that. So this layout is for last year's Christmas that I haven't even begun to scrapbook yet. So I think it's come out super adorable, and I'm loving it. And the funniest thing is I bought all of those, the laptop and the TV, on Black Friday when my daughter and I went out shopping, and she thought both of those items were for her dad, my husband, because that's what I told her. I lied. But you're allowed to tell good lies, right? So that's what I did, and they were for her and her husband instead of her daddy and my hubby. So that's what I did. So that finishes the left side of this layout. So let me bring in the right side. I've already got this already set up the way that I want it to, with the 12 by 12 green, the 11.5 by 11.5 red textured polka dot, and then the gray 11.5 by 3 strip. I actually have 2 more photo mats that will hold a 4x4 photo, and the photo mats, the black layer again, measures 4.5 by 4.5 with the cream colored at 4.25 by 4.25. So you'll have a 1/4 of an inch with from the photo on the cream layer. And I did take a bunch of pictures this night too. So that was it was so awesome. We had so much fun. So it's going to go there. Can you guess what my next image is? Now, all the other images are 100% paper pieced together, no print and cut. And my next image is my little guy with his big flat screen TV that's on sale. And he's got his little reindeer ears on. And I had to put reindeer ears on him because last year, for Black Friday, I wore reindeer ears that lit up. So I still made him a guy, but it represents me. And I typically wear Santa hats, but last year I actually wore lighted up reindeer ears. And then I added a cute little fabric bow right here that I made, that I put in the top of it. And he's vicariously attached to my TV right now, but I'm going to lay it down flat with my ATG gun. So that doesn't matter at this point because I can make it, I'll make it work in just a minute. This is the cutest cut file. Oh my goodness, I just love this cut file. It is so freaking cute. And I'm going to put a little bit of wet glue on the base of the TV stand just to make sure that it stays down flat and doesn't get wrinkled when I put it in my album. And I'm going to put it right there. It's so cute. It's so cute. And then my next album is my little girl with her little shopping bag. And then I put a resin piece of wrap candy coming out of her bag because I thought it was so cute and she needed something in her little cute shopping bag. And this little girl reminds me of my daughter when she was 7 or 8 years old. And obviously last year she was not 7 or 8 years old. I wish she still was. Last year she was 23 years old. Not 7 or 8, but it looks just like her when she was 7 or 8. And she had a little outfit that looked just like this back then. So I am so happy with the way this came out, and she's so freaking cute. And I'm going to lay her down flat, and I'm going to put her down with wet glue as well. And mainly because of the big piece of resin paper, candy piece that she has. And again, if I haven't told you, Ranger Multimedia Matte is my favorite wet glue, and I hate wet glue, and this is the only one I use. I know most of you, everybody uses art glitter glue. I bought some of that a couple years ago in the summertime. I hate that crap. I hate it. It doesn't work for me at all. I call it crap. I won't use it. It turns everything yellow every time I use it, and I just don't like it. Ranger Multimedia mat. It only comes in these little teeny tiny tubes, but it lasts forever and I love it. And I'm so sorry about my phone. I'll turn that off right now. So sorry about that, but I am just in love with this layout, and I hope you guys give it a try. And there it is. It's all complete. It was turned out super cute, and it will hold 4 photos, and that's very unusual for my layouts. So we'll talk again real soon. Cheers.